Hello, everybody. My name is Mohammed. You can call me Mo. I have been thinking for a while about doing these small little clips about AutoCAD, and I think I finally decided to. I would like to share my experience, my more than 25 years of working experience and 6 years of teaching experience. I have been working in AutoCAD since 1996. I believe it was AutoCAD 12 then. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Let's get to know first the interface. So I just made a small copy of the AutoCAD interface here. So we are gonna have to agree on some terminologies. So when I call it, you know already what I'm talking about. So let's start from the top. This is what we call the pull down menu. In the pull down menu, we have different menus, file, edit, and so on. Why they call them pull down? Because when I go with my mouse and I click on any of them, a window automatically opens, allowing me to see the different commands. Then we're gonna go to below where we have these. These are called toolbars. Now, in my case, in what we are looking at right now, they are docked. We can unlock them by unchecking this, and automatically, as soon as I do that, I can actually grab the toolbar and I can see it has a small little vertical gray lines. Now these toolbars, when they are undocked and unlocked, I can grab them and move them like I was saying earlier. I'm gonna grab it and dock it here. Now I want to lock them because by mistake, sometimes while you're working, you can grab it and move it around. We don't want to do that. So most important, I have to go down here and click on duck floating, the floating tool, I'm sorry, the ducked toolbars. What's the difference? I'm locking the ducked toolbars because, let me show you. If I have a floating toolbar and it's locked, it's not good because now I cannot move it anywhere. It's going to be always in the middle of my screen. There is nothing I can do about it unless I close it from the X. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to unlock the floating toolbar. I'm going to dock the toolbar. It's here. And then I'm going to lock it. Now, before I do that, let's just talk about the interface again. There is a reason why I lifted this here. So this is the drafting area, obviously. And I'm going to put this here a second. And this is the command window. It's very important to understand that how this software works, it's nothing but a dialogue between you and the software. Whatever you write here, the software will understand and it will talk back to you, will write back what to do. So in case you are lost and if you are in school or following a course of AutoCAD and you call the teacher or the instructor saying, help me, guess where is he going to be looking at? He's going to be looking here, the command line that tells you where you stand, where you are, where you stand. Then down here we have what we call the status bar, and we're going to talk about that. Now, generally speaking, any button or toolbar or any interactive button you're working with always has a name. And for example, you see this toolbar here. I want to know what is it called. I'm going to simply hover on top of it with my mouse, and it's going to tell me the name of the toolbar. Actually, that was not the one I was looking for. I wanted this one here. Now, this one I created for myself that I work with all the time. Okay, this one here is the one that comes with AutoCAD. It's called Draw. So this toolbar, it's called Draw. Now, I'm going to start with the simplest command in AutoCAD, which is drawing a line. A line is nothing but small little dots connecting the beginning dot and the ending dot. So, whatever we're going to do now applies to every single command in AutoCAD. Nothing more and nothing less. So I'm going to start with the command to execute a line. So if I want to draw a line, I'm going to come here on the draw toolbar, on which we have all the different symbols that allow me to draw different shapes, mainly lines, the simplest ones for now, rectangles, circles, and so on. So if I want to draw a line, I can use a toolbar. So I can click on this and start drawing. Now, the new versions of AutoCAD are so generous because not only they allow you to draw, but also they explain to you. If I leave the mouse hovering on top of the line, it tells you the name of the command, in this case is line, and what does it do? It creates straight line segments, and it explains to you how does it work. Point 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, we can do the same command in AutoCAD using one of three ways. There is no better way, and there is no worse way. This is a habit you're going to develop by yourself as you go. So let's jump on it. Now, the line, you can draw it either with the toolbar, or if you go to the pull-down menu draw, you're going to see a command called line, or you can simply type here inside the command window, line, and it will do the same thing. Will give me the same result. So I am an old school, so I'm used to use a lot the keyboard. Uh, Again, this is a personal preference. You can do whatever way you do. There is no faster or slower or better or easier or much difficult. Just it's a personal setting. So for now, let me just lock the docked toolbar. I don't know what happened here. Okay. So now I'm good. So let's start drawing a line. I'm going to click on line, and I'm going to read on the command line. Line specify first point. I click. Now let's agree. When I say click, it's always a left. It's always a left click of the mouse. Otherwise, I would say always right click. And then I'm going to explain later what is right click and what's the relation between right click and enter. So it said specify next point. I'm going to click on next point. Again, specify next point. So, and I click again. So bottom line, this command goes forever unless I finish it by either hitting enter on the keyboard, right click on the mouse, which is in this case, it means enter. Or if I want to close my shape, I'm just going to type C. You see, you can undo or you can type C to close and hit enter, and that closes my shape. So any shape you draw, you can close it by just simply typing C. And that's going to connect the last point you clicked on to the first point you clicked on. Now I will go over the help option or the help window by hitting F1. And this is one of the most underrated option in AutoCAD. And here practically it tells you everything. If you're lost and you don't have a book, you can come here and look for anything. So for now, we're going to look for what we just were talking about, which is the command line to draw a line. So you see here, you have a list of options. One of them is commands, L as line. I'm going to hit Control F to search. Or I can simply, here I'm going to put L or type line. And this is going to show me, here you go. So that's explained to me. The line command creates a series of contiguous line segments, each segment, and explains to you every single thing about this command. And I think this is very, very, very useful. And that's it for today. Hopefully the next clip, I'm going to go over more and more information. I want to call these like small little sessions, each clip from 5 to 10 minutes. And that's it for today. Thank you, and I will see you next time.